The king of the north!
I am the dragon's daughter.
I want right to the both judge the lion.
Hello, sweet summer children. We aren't doing spoilers anymore. My last video was taken down, so I won't be doing spoiler videos on YouTube. I didn't even know if that post was legit, but apparently it was. And allegedly, reporting on it is infringing on copyright, so we aren't going to revisit it. We'll let the leakers leak whatever they are going to leak on their channels. So episode 3 happened. We got the meeting of Jon and Daenerys, and a reunion between Tyrion and Jon. Jon is on Dragonstone. Jon and Daenerys bickering was absolutely epic. And I love that Jon would not bend the knee to Daenerys. The dragons scaring the piss out of Jon was absolutely epic. I think every person that watches Game of Thrones or has read the books knew this meeting had to happen. I'm not gonna lie, I got teary-eyed when I saw Jon and Daenerys together. What was interesting, though, was what Melisandre said to Varys. They will both die in Westeros. So Melisandre has seen not only her death, but Varys' death in the flames. But she also said that she brought ice and fire together. Does that pretty much confirm A Song of Ice and Fire is about Daenerys and Jon? Not so fast. How is Jon ice and Daenerys fire? Jon is a secret Targaryen, so is he really ice? Or is Jon the Song of Ice and Fire because he's half wolf, half dragon? And why hasn't Melisandre seen that Jon is a secret Targaryen in her flames? Maybe Melisandre's just wrong again. I mean, I personally wouldn't bet on her predictions. But the good thing that came out of this meeting was that Jon is getting ready to mine a mountain of dragonglass. Dragonglass kills White Walkers, and on the show it kills whites as well. So Jon is getting ready to mine this mountain of dragonglass and forge weapons from it with the help of Daenerys, which is kind of surprising. Daenerys also finds out the fate of her Dornish and Greyjoy alliance. Theon is pulled from the water, and people are so hard on Theon. Come on, guys, leave Theon alone. He's mentally ill. I think all the crippled bastards and broken things will redeem themselves before the story is over. Euron going through the city with Yara and the Sand Snakes was pretty funny. I mean, I like Yara, but the Sand Snakes look scared, and they ran their mouth so much, man. All these seasons running their mouth. Euron and Jaime's conversation was epic. Jaime doesn't like Euron clearly, and Cersei is clearly leading him on. She's never going to marry him until he forces her to, so he might let her play around with him until she can't anymore, but he's far from an idiot and he will outsmart her. So I would say he's given her enough rope to hang herself. Lena's acting was spot on. Cersei's rage toward Illyria Sand was completely palpable. When Cersei said, "Why did you do it?" I almost felt for her. Myrcella was an innocent victim in all of this. But Cersei not only said she was going to make her watch Tyene die, but she was going to make her sit there and watch her rot. It's a horrible image to imagine. When Tyene is long dead, Illyria will be there watching her lips pull back and her flesh rot away. Cersei is definitely becoming the Mad Queen. And I say this because Aerys Targaryen used to get turned on by acts of violence too. And clearly all of this turned Cersei on, and she came in on Jaime ready to give him the work. She does not care about anything right now at all. She's not hiding her relationship with her brother. You know, she basically says, I can do what I want. I'm the queen. Cersei also met with the Iron Bank, and the Iron Bank will have its due. I knew, without a spoiler to read in sight, that the Iron Bank would align with Cersei. It only made sense. All that jazz about them backing Daenerys is a bluff, so Cersei will pay them. Daenerys has dragons. They don't like dragons or dragon lords. And to be honest, Daenerys is not giving them no money. So of course they back Cersei and call her bluff to get their gold. The Iron Bank taking money for slavery kind of blew my mind. Really blew my mind. So it was awkward hearing that, but in our real world, no matter what your beliefs or morals are, money trumps most shit, and big banks and corporations run the world. I think we can expect the Iron Bank to support Cersei the rest of the way. In the North, Sansa, I know I say a lot of times that Sansa is just not my favorite person, but I have to admit that Sansa is definitely upping her game. And I can't lie, I like this Sansa. I really like her. She's getting more food supplies. She's making sure armor is lined with leather. She's doing a good job at being the Lady of Winterfell. Dare I say, a way better job than her mother. So then came the tears, the big ugly tears when Bran arrived. I think Sansa does the best reunions possible. Like, she sells it. And I just want to know, am I the only one that was creeped out by Bran? He just looked creepy. Hello, Sansa. I think I understand it though. I think Bran is somehow this higher being, this person that only cares about the only thing that really matters, and that's the long night. He doesn't want to talk about anything because nothing else matters. But he completely blows Sansa's mind when he tells her he knows what happened on her wedding night. So Sansa is actually kind of creeped out by it. To me, she looks scared as shit when she leaves him there by the heart tree. But I do think Bran can catch her up on a lot once she lets him in. But it's going to take a lot to let him in because, as you see, when people don't understand something, they just automatically think you're crazy. So Jorah is healed. Sam cured him and he's off to go find his dragon queen. Hopefully he pops up on Dragonstone in episode 4. Sam is kind of congratulated by the Archmaester, but then punished by having to copy all those scrolls that are going bad into books. I expect he might find something in those scrolls that has to do with the long night or something of importance. Sam and Jorah's goodbye was a little tear-jerkerish, but I like Jorah. And I'm glad he didn't die a miserable death like that. And I'm glad it was Sam who cured him. Sam is up in his game. He has cured grayscale, and not many people can have that on their resume. And Jorah's skin doesn't look like Shireen's. His skin looks like it's actually healed and not just stopped spreading. So Sam is on his way to becoming a great maester, but I don't think he will actually stay long at the Citadel because Sam is needed in other places. Daenerys was sounding really foolish when she was talking about flying around the open seas with Drogon, Viserion, and Rhaegal. And she implies that they can't be killed, which is more foreshadowing that one of them probably will be killed or gravely wounded. The Unsullied do the land the clever thing. Can I just say that Castle Rock was lame? The castle was lame. For it to be boasted about so much and for it to be as high as the wall, it was lame. So they take Castle Rock. Tyrion quotes Bran from season 1 when Bran said, "Give me 10 good men and I'll impregnate the bee." But somehow Euron Greyjoy got silence all the way from King's Landing to Castle Rock without time travel. But I get it. They're moving the story along. Time isn't a thing right now. Stuff just is. Stuff is just happening. Every possible scenario is happening. So the Unsullied are basically stuck at the Rock. Jaime pulled a Robb Stark on Daenerys. When Jaime was captured by Robb, Robb did a trick move where he sent 2,000 men to meet the Lannister army in the field, and the rest of his 20,000 men attacked Jaime's forces at Whispering Woods. Jaime also does a callback to that when he meets with Olenna Tyrell. Now, we didn't see this battle either. We just get Jaime walking around Highgarden, and Olenna tells him a piece of her mind. Even as she's dying, she tells it like it is and gets the last laugh. "I killed your son. Tell Cersei I want her to know it was me." Olenna also quotes the Reigns of Castamere, which was awesome as well. It's a callback to Tywin wiping out the Reigns and the Tarbecks, just as Cersei has done Dorne and the Tyrells. Dorne is gone. House Martell is gone. The Tyrells are gone. We did get to see Bronn this episode, and he didn't talk. He was just kind of there. But I think we will hear from Bronn next episode because Jaime and his armies have to go from Highgarden to Castle Rock or King's Landing, wherever they're going, and by the preview, it looks like they're going to run into trouble along the way. Basically, Daenerys is losing this war. Tyrion's plans went to shit. So far, Daenerys has lost Dorne, the Greyjoys, and House Martell. Not just lost them, but they have been completely snuffed out. So I'm predicting she's going to take Olenna Tyrell's advice and be a dragon next episode. No more listening to Tyrion. We did miss Arya this episode, but I think she'll be back next episode because we last left her on her way to Winterfell. So we just probably won't see her traveling. That seems to be some of the things they're cutting out this year. No more long travels on the King's Road or in boats. People just arrive where they're supposed to be. So since she says she's on her way to Winterfell, we will probably just see her next at Winterfell. If you have any questions, please leave them below. As always, thanks for watching. Please like this video if you like it. Click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell and join the sweet summer family. Okay, my sweet summer children. Have a good day.